Back then, when I was in my chubby child phase in school, I would have never believed that a girl might fall for me. But one day, on a class trip, I was comforting this girl because she was scared, because there were these rumors around of a man that got around the building and stared into the windows of the girls. So she was crying, and I tried to say, "Yeah, it's all good, it's all good." And I can still remember the exact moment that her eyes said that she fell in love with me. Like, for me back then, it was such an amazing thing that finally a girl would have interest in me, that I'm being seen the first time as the fat little guy with no friends. And then the following week, I made her my girlfriend because she was quite aggressive with wanting to go into a relationship, so I just went with it. I didn't even like her. I just took her as my girlfriend because, for the sake of having a girlfriend, not because I like her. So, right after that week, we're the first time couple together, we're sitting in the breaks together, not saying a word. I'm feeling kind of awkward with her next to me. But she was all happy. Then holiday starts. I go to Denmark with my family, and back then I had no phone, so I couldn't really text her and connect with her. I wanted to get into the relationship back then with the thought of, yeah, if I maybe don't like her right now, but that can change. Maybe I like her in some weeks. So we're in Denmark, hundreds of kilometers away. No phone, no contact. And I thought to myself, damn, this could never work. This is doomed. I laid in my bed and I remember doing these affirmations. I love my girlfriend. She is amazing. But I never felt anything during saying those. So I really thought I was the fault, that I did not like her. Like, I got this opportunity, finally a girl liked me and I didn't even like her back. What's that about? What is wrong with me? Then the first day of school comes. We're seeing each other the first time. In class, we're kind of awkward. I think I'm not even looking at her. And then it breaks. She grabs one of her friends and goes over to me. And this one friend, she played the wingman or something. She asked, "Would you kiss her right now?" And I was like, "What?" And she just went for it. And still, it was a nice experience that a girl finally went in and wanted to kiss me. I've never had anything like that before, but I did not like her. Still, it didn't change a thing. And then I think on the second day, I told her, "This is not going to work." Of course, she started to sob, got all sad. So now it was my fault. I saw this little jumpy girl. She was all happy jumping towards me, and then suddenly she is going up in tears. I hated myself to go into this mess, and I regretted even more hurting her, making her believe that I'm the guy that cares for her. I did not. So she had all these thoughts about her cute little boyfriend. She created this nice future with me, but I I saw nothing. I just wanted to get out. And I had a lot of pain during that time. And after like some months, I still thought maybe it would have been better if I stayed with her. But let me tell you, this is never the answer. If you have a girl that you don't like or that you don't love, like, don't get into something serious if you're if you think that it's not going to last forever. Like, you should go into a relationship with the thoughts of, I'm going to marry her. This is not going to end. Because this is what relationships were about. Like, it's only the modern day that convinced us that these relationships are casual and that we maybe stick to one partner for 3 years. But we shouldn't. We should have this vision of forever. And maybe you get a little upset with this now, because you think that it's hard to find a woman that you want to be with forever, that it's a crazy commitment, that if you choose this one girl, this is going to change your whole life. It's going to block all the other passages to the other girls that you might want as well. But think about it like this. If you had a girl that you wouldn't stay with forever, what's the point of staying with her for 3 years? Because if you had she's not going to be your wife. But if you have the girl that should be your wife down the line, then she's the good one. She might be a better person. She doesn't vape. She draws a little cute. Doesn't just scroll on Instagram all day like most girls sadly do. You have to respect yourself enough to wait for the girl that you would actually want. Not just a girl that you can practice with, make some experiences with. You should make these experiences with your wife. I regret making some girls think that they will have a future with me. I regret going up to girls and chatting with them because I just wanted to make them my girl for the sake of it. Not because I love them. Not because I like them. Not because I like their character. I actually like someone else more. And still, I tried to seduce them. It's not the answer. It's not the answer to your pain, to your loneliness. For you to find the girl that's on your wife quality, you have to be equally as good or better than your woman to get the good woman. So you can't be this little chump playing video games all day, not reading, scrolling, being addicted to something like vaping, then expect that you get the, what do I know, Russian girl with the good family that you'd always wanted. Like, how much are you going to sacrifice to stay with the woman that you want to spend your life with? It's not just 3 years. And don't kid yourself into saying, yeah, I'm gonna stay that and that much time with her. Because if you can't see yourself being 30 and still having her by your side, what's the point? This slowly sets you up for pain, because you will leave her. And she gets left by you. And now you two are alone. Both had 3 years wasted because they wouldn't stay until the eventual point. Like, don't think that if you break up and before that you had the intention of staying forever. This is fine, this is good. It's not your fault that you haven't wasted your time. You've actually had the vision of building something up. And with this vision, you can't go wrong. This is the right way to think about it. Because what do these temporary relationships bring? What do they add to your life? More responsibility, more pleasure. Maybe it just fixes a hole in you. But you have to work on yourself before that you are your own best friend, that you feel fulfilled without a partner. Your partner she should be the bonus in your life. She should be everything that is good and bring more to your life than just filling your trauma. Than just comforting you when you have too much stress again. Now you probably think back to the girl you like and seriously ask yourself, do I just want to be with her because she's attractive? Or could she be the mother of my children? Could I stay with her forever? And if you can't, seriously, you know what to do. Respect yourself in the situation. Like, I speak from myself. I've taken these girls that I didn't even like. And now, I felt like, which man takes a woman by his hand that he thinks is not deserving of his love? No man in his right mind. And if she's the girl you want to spend your life with, if you can seriously see this, date her for a good while. And during that time, treat her like she's your girlfriend, like she's your wife already. And then if you're already in this partner dynamic, then you can make her your partner. But before that, Before that, it's like jumping into water and you don't know what's in it. But if you've tested the waters over a few months, then you can see, yeah, this is the woman I want to spend my life with. And you have to think to yourself, I'm gonna be serious about this. I'm not going to jump out. I'm gonna find a way to redesign my life so that she can actually be in it. So that I have the time and can make the effort for her, that she feels good as my partner. I wish I had somebody say this to me when I was younger, that this is not going to fix your problems. The best case is actually that it makes your life a bit harder. Because now you have to watch out for your woman, but she also gives so much into your life, right? But for that, you have to love her. And if you do not, it's going to end in disaster. We get all emotional with this love, right? But we have to think in a way of intelligence. We have to think logically about this. If she's the girl that wants this freedom, that has the modern view of casual, being around boys casually, if she tries to get the attention of other boys, what's the point? You're probably just one of them. And this will hurt. The moment you realize that she doesn't actually care so much for you, but also just for the sake of it. I know this is a very split topic, but this is the best advice I can give to you from my experience as a young guy that has probably been in similar situations as you have been. Like, I have a lot of ugly stories. Respect yourself enough to wait for the woman that you want to have in your life. Don't just take the best thing that you can get right now, but actually try to seek out the one that you would like. Now, you can take my advice or make your own experiences. It's up to you. But keep in mind that you should do the right thing. Live up to your own truth. And I hope this video has brought you some perspective into that truth. It's not just about pleasure. And you know this. The good guys, the wholesome guys, they want wholesome women as well. They don't want the girl that's going to the party once a week. And these wholesome guys, they are pretty rare as well. But that's a nice thing. I think it balances out in a way. Like, the bottom 90% get the bottom 90%, and the top 10% get the top 10%. And you can get into these 10% too, if you're working hard enough on yourself, if you're being a good person. And if you want to meet more of these nice guys, of these wholesome guys, that will actually boost you forwards in your endeavors, then I have a link to the Discord of our movement in the description. Please join us if you want to make this work. Until then, stay safe and be the good guy.